Let's talk about water. I'm sure you're thinking, what is there to talk about water? As long as it is clean, comes from a fancy purifier, or if you're drinking bottled water, then that should be good to go. Well, not really. There are a few things about water that you should definitely know. Hi guys, my name is Swati. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to talk about water. Now, water is definitely imperative for the proper functioning of basically every part of human body. We all know that water is really important and we all consume it on a day-to-day basis. If you don't, then you should definitely do it. Now, when we say or think that drinking water is important, we kind of assume that the water that we are drinking comes with all the minerals that are actually required for our body. But that's not really the truth. That water that you're actually drinking might not really have those minerals and all the required goodness of actual water. Now, hear me out. You can actually test the quality of water with a TDS meter. Now, what is TDS? TDS basically is the total dissolved solids in your water. It includes the minerals, metals, salts, and also the impurities. So definitely, it does not mean that the lower the TDS, the higher the quality of water. That's definitely not the truth because water requires minerals. Now let's ask the big question: how much TDS in water is good for you? According to the Bureau of Indian Standards (BIS), TDS up to 500 in water is okay for consumption. Ideally, it should be between 100 to 300. When your TDS in water is between 100 to 300, that's when your water is actually good for consumption on a daily basis. Now let's do a little experiment and see what is the TDS of water from different sources. So we have water at home from AquaGuard and tap water. We have bottled water from Aquafina and Bisleri. And we have natural mineral water from Himalayan and Hege. We also have a TDS meter. You can buy this off of Amazon or online, any portal. And this is not really very expensive. You can just check it out. Using this meter, you can check the TDS of different water sources. And here are my findings of these different sources. Surprisingly, water from my purifier, which uses RO technology, has very low TDS, whereas water from tap water has pretty good TDS. TDS of water from different packaged drinking water is also varied. As you can see, Bisleri and Aquafina have very low TDS. Himalayan has a pretty good TDS and have higher rating. And even Hege has a pretty good TDS. Based on this experiment, I would say water from Himalayan and Hege are the best for consumption. The tap water also has a pretty good TDS, but with tap water, you can really not be sure if it is devoid of all the bacteria and other impurities that should also be not there. To validate this interim conclusion, now let's do another experiment. Let's do a pH test. So ideally, pH of water should be 7. It's neither acidic or basic. With this pH testing liquid, we can test what is the pH of each of these waters. As you can see, water from the purifier and from Bisleri and Aquafina are pretty acidic. That's because they use RO technology. While RO technology is great, it also leaches out all the minerals and also makes the water a little acidic, which is not really good for consumption on a regular basis. Whereas water from Himalayan and Hege are naturally alkaline and are great for consumption. Since people like you and me can figure this out so easily, this is definitely not good news for big brands involved. Because of which they have adopted few tricks which are kind of pointless or are potentially dangerous. For example, TDS controller. It's a buzzword in this industry, and what it actually does is a TDS controller is basically a bypass wall which mixes RO water with regular tap water, and as a result the outcome is water with higher TDS. But when you actually think about it, it's not really good for health and it does not add any value to the RO water. So it's kind of pointless. Another buzzword is alkaline purifier, which is nothing but a regular purifier with an additional cartridge which chemically changes the pH of the water, which, as you can probably guess, is potentially dangerous for the human body. I know this is a lot of information and you probably want something direct and easy to do. I highly recommend that you get a TDS meter and do this experiment by yourself so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. Based on my experiment, I think Himalayan and Hege are pretty good brands and have good quality water. They're a little expensive, but it's water. You're going to consume it every day, so it's worth investing into your body. You can obviously do this experiment by yourself and check for yourself which water works best for you. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and found this informative. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I'll see you very soon with another video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.